Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today let's do a wallet card or a purse card tutorial. All the elements required are given here. It's a very easy and simple card, so let's get started. First, let's take a white cardstock measuring 8 by 6 inch, scoring at 3.5 and 4.5 inches on the 8-inch side. Next, I'm taking a 4 by 6 inch cardstock and on the 4-inch side, scoring at 0.5 and 1.5 inches. And now giving a good crease to all the scored lines and ensuring that they are nicely and neatly folded. So this forms the main body of a wallet card with a 1-inch groove in the inside. And now to make the sides, we need 2 pieces of white cardstock, that's 3.5 by 5 inch, and scoring it at 0.5 inch throughout the card. So I do that for both the cardstocks. And once the scoring is completed, let's do folding like a paper fan or a mountain and valley fold as it's popularly called. Press the sides very nicely so it's neat and compressed. So then this will go on to the sides of our wallet card, and just checking the placement of the sides, and once I'm happy about it, adhering them with red tacky tape. And tacky tape can be very tricky to use, so I suggest you use a guide like a scoreboard to place your card at a proper edge. And once you place the cardstock and you're happy with the placement, then release the rest of the release paper. So I'm trying to repeat this process on all the 4 sides. It's always easier to use a pokey tool like a needle so that it releases the release paper very well. So just crease it well so the tacky tape adheres properly to the inside. Repeating this process on the other side as well. So once you're done, we'll now adhere the top part, for which we'll put in the tacky tape on the 0.5 inch groove of the 4 by 6 cardstock. And putting it on the scoreboard actually reduces the movement of the cardstock and helps in sticking it well. So then we take the magnets and align its placement. And I like to secure the magnets through the tacky tape so they do not move. And once I am happy with the placement of the magnets on one side, I put in the magnets of the other side as well on top of it, and add a tiny amount of liquid glue on both the magnets and close the box. So when I close it and open it, the glue leaves a small mark on the other side, which makes it easy for me to place the magnets on the other side. So that way the magnets are perfectly placed. We need the perfect placement so that the closure of the box is really strong. And once you're happy with the placement, put in the tacky tape as I said before. And we're just cornering the 2 edges of the opening because it's more nicer for the wallet card. Now trying to choose the pattern papers that may go well into this, and once you're happy with it, and for each side I'm just leaving a 1/4 inch gap. Like for example, the base of the card is 3.5 by 1 inch, so 3.5 by 6 inch long, sorry. So I give a 0.25 gap, like 3.25 by 5.75 inch. That will be the pattern paper for the base and the back. Similarly, I measured the size of the lid and the sides, gave a 0.25 gap on both the sides, and cut off the pattern papers. Once I'm happy with cutting all the pattern papers. I also round the corners which go for the lid and then adhere them with liquid glue. I enjoy working with my trimmer because it makes my job very easy. So once you're happy cutting all the sides of your pattern paper, let's stick them onto the sides, on the top and to the bottom as well. I like to use liquid glue for pattern papers because sticking pattern papers after the construction of the project is pretty tricky. So I'd prefer to use liquid glue because it gives a bit of placement wiggly that you can play around before the glue gets completely dry. So as you see, I'm applying liquid glue on each of the panels and trying to fix it to the project. So let's repeat this process for the whole of the inside and on the outside. You could have stuck the pattern paper before you went into the construction, but I missed thinking through that way. And I later thought as I was inside that maybe I should have stuck the pattern paper before I actually, adhered the sides. Now before I put the pattern paper on the magnets, I remove the release paper and then I adhere that to this. Ensure you press on all the sides very well so the glue and the paper is intact on all the sides and there's nothing that peeks through. So we're almost done finishing the base of our wallet card, and now coming to the best part, the embellishments. Beautiful embellishments from impressions. So I'm selecting what I would want to go with it. Some of them I put it with liquid glue when I want them to be flat. Wherever I want dimension on the embellishments, I use foam tape or foam dots. Foam tape gives a good dimension to the cards, and it gives the necessary pop to the elements. It's actually very beautiful in real life. So once I'm happy with the layout, I just go ahead and adhere them. Most of the embellishments I try to give a dimension because it's beautiful that way. So we are done with our base cardstock, but I felt something was still missing, so I felt like adding, I just cut on 2 thin strips of glitter cardstock and I adhered to the bottom. A little bit shine never goes wrong when you're in doubt. So I really love the look of this glitter cardstock on this purse. Now I've moved on to making the tags. Each tag measures 5.5 by 3 centimeters. Again, I gave a 1/4 inch gap and started making the tags with embellishments as desired. This time I'd like to mat my embellishments on the silver glitter cardstock. Sometimes embellishments, sometimes the sentiments. They actually was adding a very beautiful finish to the tag. That little bit of sparkle on the glitter cardstock was actually making a lot of difference in real. I'm not sure if you could see it in the video. Went on making other tags by choosing different beautiful papers from the randomness paper pad from Impressions. So this time I added some silver glitter cardstock to another fussy cut sentiment, adding a bit of dimension with the foam tape as I said before. And I'm also using sticker element sheets from Impressions. So these are transparent stickers which come in different designs, and they are so much fun to play with. So this hot air balloon was actually a sticker which went transparent on the inside. So easy peasy tags, you can make them as however you wish to. And for the last one, I wanted to add a little bit of color, but still wanted it to be a little subtle. So although I chose a colorful one and added some elements. This time I added silver cardstock, the glitter cardstock on one of the images, a cute image of the couple sitting on their backside, and a beautiful quote which I adhered to actually a teeny tiny note card. Since the background was a bit bright, I added them onto a vellum sheet which actually softens the look. And since vellum is see-through, I'm applying glue only on the back of my embellishments, so the glue is not seen. And I think, yeah, that's it. We're almost done with our card. So just adding one teeny tiny embellishment on the inside, giving it a small outline with the glitter cardstock actually is popping the element so beautifully. So it closes, and we're almost done. So here's another flip through of the wallet card. And as you can see, that a little bit of shimmer is adding a beautiful finish to the card. Each tag has a bit of the shimmery glitter cardstock, either as a matting to the sentiment or to the main embellishment. I hope you all enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I hope all of you will be making one. The good news is Impressions will be selling the kits for these cards, and you can buy from them and use this tutorial and make these as is. So I hope that's great news for all of you. So do DM Impressions and buy your kits right now. Thank you so much for your love. Do like, subscribe and share. Thank you.